Hey friends. I just pushed the button on Stream Deck and it did nothing. Stream Deck has failed. Oh. I thought I updated my OBS plugins since I updated OBS, but Stream Deck did not come along for the ride, even though it worked yesterday, and that's when I did it. Let's see if we can hot plug it and trick it. I mean, that's not how plugins work, but you know. Oh, closed captioning is not working either, even though it was also working yesterday. It is not Jamaica cake. I should make that one again, John. That's a great suggestion. And thank you, my friend, my real life friend, Jen. Her name is Real Life Jen. Came over, and so she threatened to do my hair because it's so fine and I can't get it to hold any curl, and she just put a bunch of stuff in it. Worked out great. How are you, John? How are things going? But no, I need to make a note to do Jamaica cake properly, because as delicious as that, like, if it were chocolate, it'd be fudge. It was so dense and so amazing, but I want it to be the proper cake. So, where to put my sticky notes? I live by sticky notes. If it's on a sticky note, it's official. When you get thrown, it's not to make your hair fabulous. I have good friends, what can I say? You're making the wrong kind of friends, John. You need the ones who are like, I'll threaten to drop off groceries on your porch if you tell me you're sick. I'll take care of you in ways you didn't even ask for. I have a great life, I have to say. All right, Jamaica cake. Redo. That'll be really fun. I do need fresh ginger for that, so I'll put that on the list. You give me a second to yell at my robot. Oh, fudge. Mute doesn't work because Stream Deck doesn't work. Am I muted? Surely I'm not, right? You'll have to listen to me yell at my robot. Alexa, put ginger hand on the shopping list. She got it. Age-old applying for jobs, not hearing back. It's to be expected, though. You'll find the right thing eventually, but yeah, not great. Waiting to hear back, and then not hearing back, or I mean, like, after a while, you're just like, they just ghosted me. I'm that terrible. They didn't even reply. Applying for jobs is stressful, but I hope everything else is well. I hope that the other stresses are gone. I mean, like, a lot of them went away with the other job, right? If you don't hear back, you didn't get it. I mean, that makes sense. Like, I get it. And I've, for a very short time, did hiring manager stuff. Not a lot. I'm not that person. I had no desire to be that person, but I was the head of a team who needed some people. I don't find it that hard to email somebody and say, thanks for applying, but you're not our choice at this time. Like, I find that to be nicer and more comforting, but that's me. I'm an over communicator. You think an automated email, right? Like, blind carbon copy all the people who didn't get the job. Not hard. So yeah, I'm with you. And if I ran my company, I'd be on two fronts. I'd be like, over communicate on, like, internally and, like, during customer service, but then, like, if you sign up for my mailing list, I'm only gonna send you, like, one thing every so often. They're like, would you like to sign up for all of our crap? Like, look, nobody wants all of your crap. Nobody needs an email once a day from you to buy $120 shoes. You can't buy $120 shoes every day. Like, you know that's a thing, right? Not that I'm thinking of a specific company, except that I am, but I love their shoes. So I finally managed to unsubscribe from most of it. Hopefully I'm not resubscribed. Hi, Ramage. Thanks for bringing the Dino Nuggies. Oh, so mystery. So
Everything is fine. Nothing is ruined.
Everything is fine. I have a headache. It's fine. Everything is fine. I mean, other than that, everything is super great. I thought it was going to be a harder day than it was, and it was such a relief that it wasn't such a hard day. But I have a headache. But I also did 45 minutes on the bike today with a headache, and I was like, I'm kind of a boss. Like, I'm proud of myself. Push through that crap. Yeah, I'm drinking hot tea and cold Gatorade to compensate. It's low res. Enough at the wall might stick stuff. Yes, it could be worse. Algorithms that try and predict what you want. Oh my gosh, yes. Because of this, we think you might want something else. Like, no, just the one thing, and I ordered it, and now I'm done with you. Thank you. I only need one. Why would you need 12? I don't know. Raymond, you came at me complaining about mailing lists and how to when to over communicate and when to under communicate. Strongly informed by my customer service experience. It's not predicting your likes, it's corralling you to what they think you might like. Ooh, that was a close thunder. Well, it was close lightning accompanied by thunder. Facebook does that too with Marketplace. I managed to turn off Marketplace, so I put stuff out there and get like the text, the messenger things whenever somebody wants to buy what I have. But I think once it was like, we think you like this car, and I was like, you need to shut up and never speak to me again. And so I've managed to keep that setting on somehow. I'm sure they go through and like just flip them all back every so often. Like, you really want to see everything again? I'm like, no, I don't. I show you a street legal NASCAR. Don't mind if I do. Now that is interesting. For me, it'd be like, I don't know, Victorian boots and like, I don't know. I just like a bunch of random weird stuff, and I don't fit into the categories. So I'm like, no, I really just wanted the one thing. You did one thing that I liked. I don't like anything else that you like. It's all trash except for one thing, and I have it. I'm good. Or like, I can only wear one pair of shoes at a time. So like, I only need one of this very specific shoe. I'm back to shoes because I'm getting so there's a brand called Zero Shoes. It's X-E-R-O, and they're barefoot shoes. And I bought some on sale, wore them like heck. Through the Spartan, through the mud run, through everything, like working out at the gym, all the things. I wore through the sole, and they have a warranty for 50,000 miles. And I was like, I don't know how long it takes to do 50,000 miles in your shoes. I did not count my steps for this many years. However, I've worn a hole in the sole. And they're like, oh, our warranty is 60% off. Send them back to us. We'll send you some fresh, brand new ones. Like, cross ship them. So I sent mine back, and I have fresh new ones in the mail, and I'm very excited. I love these shoes. So anyway, that's like the only sponsorship I'd ever get is like Zero Shoes. I'd be like, look at my shoes, but I'm not wearing any right now. I was like, I will sell so many things for this, but also I won't fit through the window to drive it. Like, how do I get in? Like an actual NASCAR, like it's welded shut. That's fantastic. It's so funny. And then of course Irish, and we buy stuff for like the big kiddo and the little kiddo. They're like, we think you might like this sports bra, and he's like, I really don't. I just bought one for my kid once. Like, so that's fun. Are those the shoes with toes? No, you're thinking the Vibram. Vibram is a big barefoot brand. I can't stand the between the toes things, not at all. Had the cutest little frog face socks with like a frog face on each toe. Thought they were going to be fantastic. Put them on and then like threw them away in horror. I didn't. I gave them away to a donation. I don't know if anybody ever got them. Hi, you ready to? You're going to do the bike? Yep. Irish is getting on the bike. Day 2. He is rocking it. So excited. What? Was that bad? I shouldn't have told them. Ramage is going to get a 1986 NASCAR. You should go drive it with him. Ramage. He's getting it off a Marketplace. Now you have to get it and give everybody rides. So to answer your question, John, no, they're a competitor, but they just have normal. They have a really big toe box, which is good because I have a really big foot. So, all right, we're baking though. Imagine he read the recommended sports bra. He's like, There we go. Ramage is going to get it for the whole neighborhood. We're going to joyride it. I can't even imagine how much that would cost. He's over there, like putting his little headphones in. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said it was his second day of workout in a row. It's just cool. No, I shouldn't have. I can't hear you, babe. Okay. So 35K, we can all chip in. You need to stream and do hashtag for the NASCAR. We would all help. Okay, but I am gonna bake at some point. So let's do a, so here's why. You got some custom measured shoes for running the gym, but otherwise you're a Converse. So I used to work out in All Stars. Yeah, I mean, I still have them, but I didn't wear through those. But I do have calf and ankle issues. And so barefoot was supposed to be better for that, and it has been. So I really love them. Custom measured, that sounds very nice though. Bespoke, we don't do that a lot here. At least I don't. It's probably more than 80 bucks for shoes. So anyway, you got to start streaming for a NASCAR, right? But you like stream whatever, and then when you get the NASCAR, you just stream driving around in the NASCAR, like all over, until you get caught by the police. That would never happen. Everything would be fine. So the mystery is I found a sticky note with a recipe on it with no title. And when I don't put the title on, I forget what it is. It might be scones, it might be cookies. It's probably not pancakes. It's a weird cookie or a scone, but I don't know which one it is. So we're gonna make a third of it and see, and then I'll be able to label my sticky note recipe because it was important enough that it was on my cabinet, and the only ones that stay up here are the really important notes that I make a lot. So we'll see. You measure your own feet, send it off via form, and they make them? Ooh, that does sound cool, John. I do not know of that brand. I should have, because when I was doing my research for barefoot shoes, like everything like that came up. And I ended up with zero because they had a sale on a style of shoe that I liked in the color that I liked, because I'm not a real colorful person, except for my hair right now. I was gonna say, as you can tell, but my hair is blue. But I'm not gonna, like teal shoes, I can't match that to anything. Most of my wardrobe's black and gray, so I bought black and white shoes. So it was essentially a price issue. That's so interesting, John. If you remember the brand at some point, would you shoot me a note? I would love to know. But for our mystery recipe, we're going to put in 83 grams of butter and cream it with 75 grams of sugar to start. See where we get. You'll fish them out. Well, thank you very much. I'm always curious. 90% of your wardrobe are dark black band tees. You and my friend Jen, who did my hair, would have very similar wardrobes. I'm just like black matches everything, and I'm not artistic, so I just don't do it. They did come over. My friends came over today and helped me make outfits because I'm like, well, I probably shouldn't just wear workout pants and a t-shirt all the time. I mean, nothing's stopping me really, but myself. Okay. Hey Nene, how are you? Boro came in. Mama, you came in too. I'm super good. Thank you. Y'all all popped in. I love it. So I found a mystery sticky note recipe and we're working on that because it's either cookies or scones. I can't determine. You'd think I would know. Like it was on a sticky note on my cabinet in my handwriting. Should be obvious, but it is not. So we're gonna see what it is by making it. And then we're gonna make gingerbread cookies, which are my huge favorite. So yesterday we made the Fruit Loop cookies. I managed to get rid of almost all of them. And when you figure it out, label it. That is the plan, Boro. Like I will put something on here. Gaddafi, hello, how are you? Oh, Mama, I love that you use my little grape guy. So fun. Mama, are you streaming tonight? How are you doing? You've never had homemade gingerbread cookies? Actually, Nene, oh my gosh. I can send you those. Those are easy to send. It's just I'm very cautious about sending stuff that won't do well in the mail. DM me where you want me to send them and I'll send them, unless it's $23 of shipping like it was to Ruffles. I sent it to his parents' house. They arrived today, the version 3 Fruit Loop cookies. I got the UPS notification, so hopefully he'll grab those at some point and they won't be stale, hopefully. Gaddafi Irish did it. He's not playing anymore. I got the look when I was saying I was proud of him. He's getting on the bike to ride it, to work out. Because working out sucks. If you're people who like really love working out and think it's like super fun, please understand, I am not with you. I do it all the time. I try to work out every day because it feels better to be in the body that's had a workout. I don't like it. Why do you like it? That's so weird. It doesn't feel good. It's just a long-term strategy. That's what I'm saying. I don't love the short term. So, working out, not fun. Not working out makes me feel crappy. So there's the trade-off. All right, I'm cutting up the butter because I didn't plan to make the mystery recipe because I didn't see it in time. So now I'm gonna soften. No stream today, Mama. You have a class to attend for work tomorrow on Friday. Okay, awesome. Well, that sounds fun. A class for work. Is it like, it's not the good kind? Is it like compliance training? Here's not how to not harass people. Here's not how to use microaggressions against people. I've had a few of those. You live in Wisconsin too? Well, just don't live where he lives. Live where his parents live because they live in Wisconsin. I'm like, I don't mind sending to Wisconsin. But UPS was literally like, we don't go there. We're going to charge you an extra $13 to take them there. I was like, now, half a pound of cookies, not worth it. But I will send them if it's worth it. I didn't mean it like that. You know what I meant. Bora, you've never had real gingerbread, just the Little Debbie version? Not that you should as a diabetic. I have not made a sugar-free version of these gingerbread. But I would try for you, Boro. We'll do that sometime. Today, I'm not mentally prepared. I do have a Discord. It's Irish's Discord. But you can type ! Discord to get the link. If you don't have it, I just think you have it, probably. It's an introduction on reading blueprints. Oh, that would be so cool. I'm just a nerd. I like to know stuff, except finance. I don't like finance. I don't know why. I should. It's like cool patterns and like numbers and stuff, and I like that until you put a $sign in front of it. Then I'm like, oh, it's disgusting. They're a Brooks brand. You can't find the builder, but they have something similar on the site called Shoe Finder. Thank you, John. You pulled them out. You like went and dug them out now. Thank you so much. Brooks bespoke shoes. Okay, awesome. Oh, Gaddafi, that is fine. I'm sorry that you lagged out. Hopefully it's not me. I'm still green. Goodness knows. There's rain coming, and Comcast was like, well, we thought we fixed your issue, and then you texted us to tell us that we didn't, so now we have to try harder. Essentially. So, hopefully upload will not die. You're lactose intolerant and diabetic. Tomorrow you're attempting milk bread. This seems highly illogical. Yes, it does. Can you have, Bro, can you have like stuff with butter? Made with butter? Like cookies? Or does that bother you? Because I know some people are like milk intolerant, like Irish struggles with milk, but can do cheese. So I know there's differences. Happy Wednesday. Hi, Jake. Hi, Krem. How are you? Thank you very much for the compliment on my hair. My friend Jen, who said she was going to come into chat today, but probably didn't because she has 4 kids and that's just a lot of business. She came over and she threatened to do my hair, and she did. And it stayed for a while. Like, oh, sorry, my mic's under there. I forgot. Like it was super, super curly, but we agreed that by the end of the day, if it's beachy waves, then mission accomplished. But she put so much stuff in it to make it stay. Looks shiny though, doesn't it? Thanks. Gaddafi, you're sick. Oh, it's not broken. You're sick. Yeah, no, Gaddafi has to stream. Yes, that cough is very convincing. I would like a signed note from your teacher, please. How you doing, Cram House, today? Bora, you can have basically whatever you want as long as your numbers work out. The lactose enzyme pills work for you. Ah, that's really good. I have a friend who's 2 for 3 kids are lactose intolerant, and the pills work for 1. So the ice cream situation in their house is very interesting. I am well. I am doing great. My headache's kind of going away, but I'm like doing tea and Gatorade and water all together, so we'll see. Hopefully it'll work. And it's gonna rain. I don't know, sometimes the headache for me is barometric. We'll see. Mama, did you tell hubby to put your new CPU in yet? So he's not sure my motherboard supports it. I have to go do the research, and it still occasionally blue screens from the RAM. Well, no, because we didn't confirm that. Since we changed out the RAM, yours in his machine, his in my machine, now my computer blue screens a couple times a day. And it didn't before that, and I didn't install anything else, so I thought it was the RAM. But we haven't determined yet, and so I'm not sure what his plan is for it, but I will ask him. But I think last time he checked, he was like, I did flash the BIOS though, which I think was instrumental in it possibly being compatible, so we'll see. Rain is here at your place, so it should be there soon. Yes, Krem, thank you. I mean, it's definitely threatening, so yeah, if it's coming up, yay. We'll get to it, Gaddafi, I'm sorry. And if he needs to send it back, that's fine too. Like, oh, thank you, Nene. I got the Discord message with the address for the gingerbread. Fantastic. I need to figure out how to do a rota. I was saying this the other day, like for all y'all who actually want cookies, I mean, I can give them away to the neighbor, and my friends, but I can also send, some out to you guys. It's usually cost about $13 to send, except in Ruffles' notorious case. So, and it's a half a pound of cookies. It's like a little box, like just a little box like that. And so it's not bad. I mean, I justify the expense because y'all give me subs, and that's super nice, so that I get a little check from Twitch, and then I can send some cookies out. That seems perfectly fair and reasonable to me. Never that's yours, you want cookies? Okay, Gaddafi, you're next on the list. If Irish doesn't, I guess Irish has your mailing address. If not, I mean, you can DM it to me too. But we'll get Nene some gingerbread, and then we'll do something else for Gaddafi. Oh, Mama's on the list too. Absolutely. Giving baked goods to others is the best part of baking them. I agree, Boro. Like, when I have something to bake for, I'm the most excited. And I'm like, I think ahead to like, oh, they'll like this, or I could do this, and like really try to impress them. Like, I'm not competitive, but I want to impress people with the thing I'm good at, like the one thing I'm good at. Boro, oh my gosh. We'll all send you cookies too. Wow, thank you for the bits. Wow. That should cover at least one person. It will. Thank you so much. I hope I didn't come across beggy. That is not my intention at all. I'm just, you know me, real life, laying it out. I should tell you, I'm also very sweaty because I worked out right before I started streaming. So now you know all the truths. Bora, that was amazing. Thank you so much. All right, finished my tea. Let's soften the butter. Not at all. Trying to get the bits before you mentioned I'm just slow. Thank you, that was super sweet. Yeah, I just never want anybody to feel like paying is part of the channel experience. Like, no, that's not. We just hang out with me. That makes me sound desperate. I don't know. No, it's all good. All is well. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, yep. Soft enough. Soft enough. All right. I didn't change. Are y'all okay with the camera? The counter cam? Oh, bloody. Stream Deck is broken. It's not. OBS broke the Stream Deck and closed captioning, even though it worked yesterday and now it doesn't today. And I'm bummed because closed captioning is important to me for all the people who need it. It didn't give me an error, it just didn't. I'll get it working. Iris said Hannah is kicking his ass. I love Hannah too. Hannah Frankson. So he wanted me to tell you. That's good. He probably didn't. I don't know. I can't really trust everything Gaddafi says. All right, I'm getting a lemon and an egg, yeah? Yeah, that one's an egg one. See, it's not shortbread because it has an egg in it, so there's that, but then, but we'll see. Sugar, I'm gonna need the sugar and the flour. There's no vanilla even. Your stream is doing the same, so weird, like I kept making this funky noise during the stream. That's so weird. I wonder, well, so Mama, do you use Streamlabs or OBS Studio? Because I know some, like Irish the other day was having all of his stream alerts repop, but just that one day. He'll screenshot the text. You should believe me. Gaddafi, please forgive me if I am very skeptical of some of the things you say, because your shenanigans with Irish are top notch, which means you're shady. So is he. Absolutely, Creme. Go make the call. Enjoy. OBS, you meant your stream deck. Oh, well, yeah, because that's, so did you upgrade to 28.0.1? I did yesterday, even though it came out several days ago. I'm glad I didn't update it when it said, because it was almost stream time. So the next, yesterday, I not came in early. I was in the kitchen, but I like rebooted early. Yeah, and then everything broke, and then I fixed it. And so by stream time, it was working. And then now it's not, even though I fixed it yesterday. I'm so confused. All right, well, maybe, yeah, I'll mess with it, but thank you. That helps me, because like most of us streamers are in our separate space, so there's not like corporate email goes out, by the way, the server's down. Like, you don't get that. You have to go, anyone else doing the same thing I am? So he brings it out, and you used to be so sweet and cute, now you're a savage because of him. Same. Exactly, I get you. It's true, Gaddafi. Blame Irish. Irish make Gaddafi a fool. Y'all are so cute. Right, Mama? Like, we gotta be like, hey, streaming, it's weird, and what am I doing? Nay. All right, I have the, oh, I'm getting sugar. See, this is how organized I am today. It's okay, I'm not really here to like impress you with my skills. I'm here to talk and hang out. So, flour, like what, I feel like there's something missing. Oh, it's because it doesn't have leavening, and I keep looking for it and it's not there. But if it's not there, I won't put any in. Nene can laugh at what she wants to. Nene's good. Boro, I don't know what's going on, just being silent. You're just sitting there like, these people, kind of weird. And Nene's like, I imagine this is like a classroom without the teacher. And then somebody starts a spit wad fight, which would be Irish and Gaddafi for sure. Irish would start it. And then some of us in the other corner would be like, oh my God, I love your nails. And then somebody would pull out like a nail polish, and some of us would be like doing our nails in the corner. This is pure imagination, and I never did such things in school. I was very quiet. These foods be crazy. For real. All right, I'm gonna do 75 grams of sugar. It was 76. Cream it up, and then, that sounded terrible. And, oh, let's put the salt in first, and then I'll get the egg in. So Mama, do you know what you're making tomorrow for stream? We do always try to catch you, and you make awesome food. It's kind of inspiring. I keep thinking about like, oh, I should do like that one sandwich that you made looked killer. You've done a lot of good stuff. Some people, like, their streams are like interesting cuisine, but I'm like, nah, that's a lot of ingredients I don't have. Like, I would have to go to specialty stores to get some of that stuff. Although I did make Korean kimchi ramen. I mean, that was really good. It's just, don't usually regularly have the kimchi or the pork belly or the spices. All right, butter, sugar, salt, creamed egg goes in. I don't know why I measured the egg in grams. That was not in any way meaningful. You're gonna try to make a Puerto Rican soup. It's made with salami. Okay. Yeah. I love soup. I really do. None of my people like soup, so I literally never make or have soup. But if I'm out, I will get soup. And if there's one that freezes well, good. Okay, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try very hard to make it. I don't know. Sometimes my evenings after stream, I'm like not functional. Like I used up all my energy and I can't function. Ugh. Don't love it when that happens. But anyway, I will definitely try to catch it for sure. And I'm very curious how it turns out. I'll at least save the recipe for myself for later, even if nobody else will eat it. Never heard of such a thing. It's a staple soup. It's a little spicy. I hope so. You love stew, but not soup. Too thin doesn't work for you. Boro, I have a solution for you. Well, it depends on how you do with rice. Because you take all the soup and then you take some rice that you cooked and then you put the rice in the soup and then it's thick. I will occasionally make a soup and do that to feed it to my people. And I'm like, no, it's rice bowl with topping on it that has juice. Totally different than soup. Gaddafi. You're excited for soup and chili season, Nene? Me too, yes. It means it's fall soon. You'll try almost anything, yes. I'm so excited. Y'all will get the season before we will get the season, so I'm a little jelly. Lemon zest. It says the zest of 1 lemon for the normal size recipe, so I will try to zest a third of it and see, but I don't know, I might get a little crazy. I do love lemon. And chili has noodles? Nay. Why does chili have noodles? It can have beans. Okay, beans are fine. Noodles? Yay. Gaddafi, you love chili. Chili and crackers, like those little white crackers you can't get anywhere else except when you order chili from a place, and then you get the little tiny hexagonal white crackers. I don't even know what they are. Those are so good. You made roasted vegetable stock, turned it into slow beef stew this weekend. Ooh. And also made rolls for the first time. Took all day, was awesome. Awesome, Bora. That sounds really good. What kind of rolls? Like dinner rolls, like Yeast did? The Bachelor, hello. It is all lies. It is all lies. Look, I'm from Texas and I say beans can go in chili. You know what? You do your chili your way. I'm not gonna come eat your chili unless I'm invited, and you don't need to come eat chili at my house unless you're invited. So beware, Irish and I agree that beans can for sure go in chili. So I never make it though. I should. Because I mean, we have it like a couple times in the fall and we're always like, this is so good. And then we don't have it again. I'll figure it out. I guess you're coming to Wisconsin where everywhere you've been does not put noodles in chili. The Bachelor, then you can come along with me from Texas. So come on, we can have beans. I mean, we eat Mexican food all the time. It's got beans in it. It's fine. Who's texting me? Oh. UPS, who I told to text me when stuff got delivered. All right. We'll call that a third, even though it's closer to half. Lots of nice lemon. And then this part, half naked lemon, will go in the fridge, and this part will get all hard and crusty. I'll still use it later for juice. Not mad at beans and chili. See, Crem's in Texas. Creme is in my neighborhood-ish, so, you know, in my general hood. The oyster crackers, yes, mama, that's what it is, yes. Elbow macaroni in chili. I mean, okay, all right. It's like when you pour a can of like beanie weenies on top of a pile of spaghetti or whatever, like, it could work. My kid would, I was gonna say she'd eat it, but she'd eat the pasta. Pasteurized dinner rolls, 25 grams of yeast, that's fast rice. All the yeast, many farts. Beans are the star of chili. Oh, Gaddafi's taking it to the extreme. Okay, all right. Pegman, you just ate some barbecue beans? Had pieces of brisket in it. Ooh, yum. Those are the best. Barbecue beans are the best because you get all those flavors in there. Even Google knows Texans do not put beans in their chili. Google also knows a bunch of stuff that's not true. Like, pretty sure I could get it to do that. Are you really with Irish? No, he's texting him. Gaddafi's not in my house. I can see Irish from here. Beans were an auto disqualification in the cook-offs. I mean, okay, y'all can have a bean-free chili, that's fine. I'm just gonna put some in mine. You don't have to have any. You don't eat red meat though, only birds. We can have chicken chili, that's fine. Wait, what about pigs? Pigs aren't red meat. They can be delicious. Yeah, he's texting. Yeah, Gaddafi and Irish text all the time. The other day, Gaddafi didn't hear it. I was kind of intending him to, but they were playing Sea of Thieves, and I was telling Irish I was going to bed, and I was like, hey, is that your girlfriend? And then he didn't hear me, and I was like, dang it, I can't use that again. But I was talking about Gaddafi because they're always hanging out together doing stuff. Always. Which is fine. There's normally hamburger and beans in your chili too. Nay, see, that's fine. See, like over elbow pasta, like if you use ground beef, that's fine. If you use steak, like maybe not. But like, yeah. No, I mean this in the best way. Like a cafeteria lunch line, chili with macaroni. Yeah. No pork either, it's gross. Okay. I mean, bacon, there's something about bacon. So, can I tell Irish that T-Mobile just texted and told him his phone is ready to be picked up? I mean, I can. He has headphones in and his music is so loud that I can hear it from here. So, your brother-in-law liked to put lentils in his chili to cheat the system because they're not technically, they're technically beans. I mean, legumes, right? You were too similar, you and Irish. Gaddafi, you can't hate bacon. It's not allowed. Poor bacon. Like, have you had it burned to a crisp before? That's the good bacon. Mama, I'm gonna walk over. I can't mute because my stream deck was my mute. But I'm gonna go tell him. Y'all can listen to me. What? Mama says that T-Mobile texted and your phone's ready to be picked up. He goes, okay. I almost never mess with him when he's on the bike. He does really hard workouts, so. Oh, when he was, oh, that's right. When she got the phone, that's so funny. Oh man. All right, we'll mess with him a little more later. For now, we are gonna put in 167 grams of flour into our mystery mix. He's like, okay. He works out super hard. I do not like to work out until I can't breathe. Like, that bothers me, but he's really good at it. I mean, he was in the Army. He ran a bazillion miles, all that stuff. Like, he obviously can take a little more of a beating than I can. 67. 167. We'll get there. Nope. Nope, we went past. Too much. Fine, that's all right. Pork bacon is nasty though. What kind of, you eat turkey bacon? Turkey bacon has no crispiness. Turkey bacon is limp. It is the sad cousin. If you can make me a crispy, Boro strongly dislikes bacon too. Man, you started putting better than bouillon in your chili. Oh, Boro, that's a good idea. That's a lot of flavor. Yes, for sure. I'm just trying to think. I've never met anybody who says bacon is not amazing. I mean, it's fine, but turkey bacon, I don't know. Lentils are beans. Oh, that's why you say he tries to cheat by saying that, oh, they're lentils instead. I don't know. I think, what, I was gonna say entomologically, is that even a word? Etymologically. I forget which one entomologist and which one etymologist is. Anyway, cheating. Most people put kidney or black beans, yes. You're extremely picky with food and what you'll eat. Gaddafi, you could come hang out with Momo, she is too. I make like so much food that's just to me like boring, basic food. She's like, it's too much this, too much that. Too green, too spicy, too beany. Can you imagine if I tried to feed her lentils though? The funny thing is, my friend Reshma, who does the Indian cuisine, like she makes lentils and Momo will eat them. And she's like, these are super good. And I'm like, ugh. It's because I didn't make them that you like them so much. Okay, flatten and fridge. I need to flatten it before I fridge it. So 7 millimeters. Let's see where my rollers are. 10. I don't have 7 millimeters, I have 6. How on earth did I write that? 7 millimeters. I don't have a roller for that. I guess we'll do 6. You thought that was a marshmallow? It does look like that, doesn't it? Because I made it a cream color. It can be a marshmallow or a cake. That's fine. I can make a big marshmallow cake. There we go. You don't grill food either? That's really nasty. Ooh. Gaddafi, I wouldn't hate you. I would struggle to feed you. I mean, she basically lives off of turkey sandwiches, so you might be in that same camp. Burgers, brats, and steaks. Yum. Yeah, I agree. Gaddafi, what do you eat? What's like your thing? Burgers on the stove, no brats. They're nasty. No steaks is nasty. Oh boy. If you don't like steak, that's fine. We'll save a lot of money. Actually, we do save a lot of money. We never get steak, but I love it. I love it rare. So there's that. You can't go tailgating. No. Nope. You can be at the quinoa tent over there or the brats tent over there. Gaddafi probably likes pineapple on pizza. I don't hate pineapple on pizza. If it's done as a Hawaiian, it's got a good flavor balance. I wouldn't put it on anything else. I mean, bacon and pineapple I would actually do, because it's basically like Hawaiian, just not fully, because there's also what? Banana peppers and something else on Hawaiian? No, with pineapple, all right. But you'll have to make me chicken. See, we live off chicken. Okay, Gaddafi, can you eat fish though? I'm making salmon and rice tonight. And I usually make it for dinner, but then Irish wanted something a couple days ago for lunch and he saw the salmon. So he had salmon and rice for lunch. He said, I can have salmon and rice every day. And I was like, I mean, I can make it every day. I didn't yesterday. We had breakfast for dinner yesterday, which was nice. But the child's like, I was talking to her when she woke up and she's like, I'm super full. That egg was really filling. And I'm like, she's like 60 pounds. She's like a skinny thing, but she had an egg, a scrambled egg, and a piece of toast and was full till the next morning. If I could do that, I could probably be a swimsuit model. But I can't. I just like to eat all the food. So not that I want a modeling career. I would be bad at it and I would yell at people and they would not like me. And I don't want to be in that industry. So all of those things. Bacon is delicious, probably one of the worst foods you can eat. I mean, yeah, or pure butter, right? Guzzle some oil. Thai chicken pizza. Tuna is your favorite food ever. Oh, okay, sushi. You can do sushi then. There we go, Gaddafi. You're all right. You'd be fine. You'd be fine. Now, you're not a fan of fish unless it's cod or haddock. You don't want my fish to taste like fish. You like the do you do swordfish? Nene, because it's that real like steak consistency and it's fairly mild, right? Hello, egg fried cheese. How are you? Thanks for coming in. I mean, thanks for following. It's Wednesday, so you'll be in Hippie's stream tonight. And that will be fun. Never tried it. You might want to try it. If you go out and you can get some for a decent price, you might try swordfish. Nene, you might like it. And until Hippie goes live, you hang out with me. I'm like the act. What's the open? I'm the opening act. I get that. Well, you're definitely welcome here. Not tuna in a can. You're talking real tuna. I love. Well, like albacore. Love. I do eat tuna fish from a can on a daily basis because it's a really good way for me to get the protein I like, and it goes with the beans that I eat on a daily basis to get my fiber and micronutrients and stuff. So, but fresh tuna or real tuna steaks are amazing. Honestly, if you need to eat food from a can, like if that's, and for me it's like a price point thing quite often, then absolutely. Unless it's sweetened condensed milk, then maybe not. But like vegetables, meats, for sure. Go for it. If you like it, you should have it. Unless it's causing a problem. All right, so mystery dough is ready to be rolled out. You got to wield a sword over there? No idea. I hope he trusts you. You dropped it on your foot day one. He'll be a great moderator. Oh, no. Just kidding. All good. I was about to say, I don't think I have any mods. I have a mod. He's over there. Not modding, but that's totally fine. Oh, and I think Ruffles is my other mod. He's busy, though, sometimes, which is fine. We don't need nobody watching us. We can do whatever we want. We can get up to all sorts of trouble. He'll try steak if you, oh, that's a good trade-off, Gaddafi. I like that. Oh, no, it's not. Real tuna and tuna from a can are like not related. I don't know why they're the same thing. They literally do not feel like the same thing. Go have an ahi tuna salad somewhere. Ahi tuna, yum. Albacore, super good. Stuff in a can, I like it, but for different reasons than I like fresh tuna, so. You cannot stand it either? Oh yeah, see? Egg fried cheese on the same thing, yes. Yes, it's different. It's a whole different thing. Doesn't taste like anything at all, yeah. Yeah, and that's why I put it in my beans, because it's not like I'm eating fish and beans. I'm eating protein and roughage. Well, I made my stuff too small, my wax paper, so I'm trying to get the dough to not leak out over onto the edges, but it's going to, and that's fine. We'll just fridge it as per instructed. What are these? Are these like weird lemon cookie? I don't know. I don't know what they are. But I put it on a sticky note for a reason. I just don't know what the reason was. All right, we're gonna actually chill it flat so it won't have funny edges when I come get it out again. And then we can start on gingerbread. I'm making a double batch, and it is, I'm gonna freeze most of it. I'm gonna bake some off, but this is my most common freezer dough because I love it and I keep it for any time, but especially because it's like gonna be fall, sort of. It's important to me to have some so I can have it at any time. Hi Reese, what's up? How are you? Yes. So egg fried cheese, when you think of gingerbread, do you think of the cake or do you think of a crispy cookie or what? Because it evokes different things for different people, right? And like gingerbread houses are one thing. Like ginger snaps are another thing. And then gingerbread cake is a thing too. Reese, you and Gaddafi been meeting up in streams? All, you know. No. Not the gumdrop buttons. I love that one. Not the gumdrop buttons. I can't do voices. So my cutter for my gingerbread always has been, always will be, well, maybe always will be, is my owl. And so, can you see it? I don't know. It's like a little tiny thin line. I make gingerbread owls. When I make gingerbread, I make owls. When I make shortbread, I almost always make bees, unless I put a flavor in it and then I make a different shape. But I keep the shapes along with the flavors for some reason. Thank you, Reese, about the hair. I appreciate that. My friend Jen did it, so I'm like showing it off, even though it fell a lot. It's okay. Blue hair anime character, and I didn't mean it to be. I just wanted to do blue. I also wanted to do purple, but Irish gave me the blue dye for Christmas, so I did blue. I love that owl. Thank you, Nene. It's my little friend. I do have like the human-shaped cutters too, and I'll make those specifically during like cookie decorating season, like Thanksgiving to Christmas, and you know the kids can gumdrop buttons and whatever else you want to do for the decorations. That's what I should do. I should have a little party. I should put on Shrek, and we should watch that, and then I should have them decorate gingerbread men. Would it be traumatic? It could be traumatic though. I don't know. A lot of kids' shows are more traumatic than I thought. Okay. So, put these away because I'm always reading the wrong recipe. It is not good for me. And by the way, my gingerbread and my chocolate chip cookies both come off the internet. I did not make these recipes up, and these are the two that people tell me constantly are amazing. So if you want to have amazing cookies, I feel like I downloaded it and did it. You could probably download it and do it too. So if you need this recipe or my chocolate chip cookie recipe, I can direct you straight to where I got them from. There's nothing mystical about it. Hey, Walter Mellon, how are you? Another hippie fan coming in. I appreciate you being here. Bora, you got a cookie cutter shaped like a Pokemon Arcanine. I don't know that one. For your nephew's birthday a few years back, got it off of Etsy. Never knew 3D printed shapes were a thing until then. I have done some 3D printer cookie cutters, and I mean, didn't ever think about it until after Irish got the 3D printer, and then we were gonna do the murder bird cookies, or he was doing the skin of the murder bird, and I was like, I can make a, you know, an outline, and we can print it and cut the cookies, and so we did. I couldn't sell mine because the plastic I use isn't food safe because you can't clean it very well, and eventually it cracks. It's like, it's pretty brittle, but that's neat. I'm glad somebody else is doing that too. Reese took a day off trying to burn some of your comp sick days. You have like 750 hours. Like, I'm gonna take the year off. I'll see you later. Hi, babies. Come here, babe. Big kitty. Big kitty is coming. Hi, baby. Come here. Come over here. I have fingers. You wanna come over here? If I try and pick her up, she'll run, so I'm trying to lure her. I'm glad you're doing well, Walter Mellon. I'm gonna just call you Watermelon. Oh, big kitties. No, that was close, and now she's gone. Burn through those days, right? I know. Reese, can we each get a sick day or a comp day? The problem is I don't know what I would do with a comp day. I would still be making food and walking around the house going, well, I need to pick up that and tidy that and wash that, and like that's my life, which is fantastic. Evil laugh. It's fun to see the replies because then I get to see the names of the emojis y'all use. That is too funny. You get a comp day. You get a comp day. Fantastic. I'm gonna add the dry into this bowl first. So I will need this. I didn't get anything out except the butter, but I have the sugar and the flour. So powdered soda, ginger, cinnamon. I do put cloves in it. I don't always. Actually, nutmeg's the one I dislike. I can tolerate it, but I just don't like putting it into much of anything. Get off, you need to retire. You have 3 grandkids, so you deserve it. Be like, look, I have these children. I have to retire to a house with a lawn so I can yell for people to get off of it. Sounds fine. Borrow your last paid day off. You sharpen the kitchen knives. I need to do that. I need to do that. But that's a good use of time, always. Mystery recipe. So, Walter, I found the sticky note on my cabinet, but it's not titled. So I'm making it a third of it to see what it is, because then I can write what it is on there. But you'd think I would have like put the title on like I put on every single sticky note I ever write, and I did not. So we'll see if it's scones or cookies. I don't know. You love to sharpen knives, same, Bora. What do you use? I have a fancy sharpener that Irish got me, of course, which makes it very easy. Reese, you have no wife, no kids, and no girlfriend, but you have a Bengal cat. Reese, you're living your best life. I don't know, I've never had a wife. I don't know if they're terrible or not. All right, powdered soda, cinnamon, ginger. Did I get out the leavening? I did. I put it somewhere. All right, that's fine. Everything is fine. Nothing is ruined. I have, ooh, that's a lot of garam masala. Okay, I did want the cloves. There they are. I got out the molasses earlier. What else am I doing? Oh yeah, I tucked it all back here. All right. Brown sugar, 2 eggs, and the vanilla. Basically everything but the confection sugar comes out. Oh, I already have the vanilla out too. Good. Look at me, thinking ahead. All right, eggs go over there. That's when cooking gets exciting. What will this do? No one knows. Handstone, I don't know what Lansky is. Sounds cool though. What is that behind you with your name? Oh, thank you, Reese. Good question. I showed it off a while ago. So this is a wood burn. So military man Daniel streams sometimes himself wood burning stuff. It's one of his hobbies. And the very first week I started streaming, he streamed either that week or the following week my logo. And it was super cool to watch. And then he sent it to me, except it got returned twice. So finally, about a month ago, the third time it came through because I gave him a different address to try. And so this is my word burn logo. It's super cool, right? Thank you, Krem. Good night. Enjoy. Be safe. Mama, good night too. Both of you. We'll see you soon, hopefully. Is it cheese? I would love for it to be cheese. Oh yeah, it is. He's really good at it too. He said he's so humble, but it's super cool to watch the wood burning. So what I've done, because I have the Snickerdoodle Redeem for channel points now, I have taped my Snickerdoodle recipe to the back of it. So this will always be there on the counter, and I will always have my Snickerdoodle recipe in case I need to make some for whoever makes 1.5 bazillion channel points to earn them. So, yeah, thank you for noticing that. And I do use it as my paper stop because those are all the recipes that I either plan to do this week or need to keep in mind for streaming or whatever. So I'm kind of organized. Yeah. Oh, can we shout him out? Oh, and I want to shout you all out. You see everything. I see all. Nothing escapes my notice. Kanara, hello, how are you? Oh. I'm trying to do a shout out. There we go. That was harder than I thought. How are you, Kanara? How's everything going? Oh, all like that.
Gosh, son of a bitch.
Daniel's lips are all like that. He does wood burning too. He does a lot of the jump scares. And sometimes I come in and I'm like, hey, I can't stay and watch. I have to learn because you're playing a horror show or a horror game. By the way, hey Jen. Okay, so this is my real life friend Jen, and she did my hair, and yes, it didn't fall. Thank you so much. She came over and she's like, rah, and put stuff in it. It was great. Let me shout out Kanara. Did I shout out Mama Huevos before she left? No, I didn't. I'm terrible.
We have been
Kanara is amazing and famous, so you should follow her. I'm just saying.
And we're going to have to cook up a delicious
so
dish
cool,
with this
so fun.
Delightful product that's been around for
I
many
know. We
years.
just have so many good food and drink streamers. We really do. Oh, Flatspin, hello. I know, Boro. I'm so sorry, y'all, for the Daniel clip. I wanted to shout him out because he did the word burn, and then here we go with the screaming. Jen, what are you making for dinner tonight? She puts me on and then she cooks dinner for her family. So I think that's super cool. But my real life friends, I'm like, you don't really need to watch me. You can just come hang out. Come hang out. So, yes, spam, 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 spam. You did. You told me you could get it to stay, and it will stay. It has stayed. Ooh, shepherd's pie. I love shepherd's pie. So good. Okay, I feel really bad for not shouting out Mama before she left. Is there anybody else who wants a shout out? Shout outs for all. Y'all all deserve it. You're amazing. I just like you. You know, that's cool. Heart you all. Advil and dishes. Ah, Boro, sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. We should probably make some gingerbread though. Hey. Okay, let's do the thing. And we're doing a double batch, so it's a lot. So 750 grams of flour, which is gonna be like all the flour. Hey. Jen's here, and then a bunch of Kanara's here, and Mama was here, and then she left, and then, I don't know, it's been great. Everybody's coming in saying hi.
I'm so lucky to see her twice in the same day.
So cool. Kanara, what's your next stream about? What are you doing next? Ooh. What are you doing next? You're always doing something interesting. Always. Do I have enough flour? I might not have enough flour to actually do a double batch. Yeah, I do. but like barely.
Hello. I'm out of breath and tired.
You rocked it.
EDM ride.
Oh, EDM rides are cruel, cruel things.
Jen, EDM ride with Hannah Frankson. That's all I have to say.
Were you really texting Gaddafi while you were on the bike?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't believe him. Because you two do so many shenanigans, I wasn't
He's
sure.
like, oh, I'm going to say something in the stream. I'm like, okay, tell her Hannah's kicking my ass and she'll know.
Yeah. Nene says Irish. Nene's here. Reese's here. Flatspin says hi, Dad. I talk about Kanara's famous on my stream. Irish is famous. Irish, you're famous. You always get so famous. Oh my god. Kanar, you're supposed to stream today, but the dermatologist was brutal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Reese, send me a DM.
Oh yeah. Me too.
No.
No, you can't be my friend on Peloton. Only Irish's friend on Peloton.
Yeah, I just got off.
Yes, Jen, he did.
I did 20 or 25 minutes EDM with Hannah Frankson. That girl's a fucking...
Was your Strive score like 50 minutes?
No,
She is a beast. Oh, out of the saddle. That's hard. Wear sunscreen. Oh, Kanara, did you get... Yes. That's a really good PSA. I'm so sorry, but hoping for Friday. For sure Sunday doing your big fat Greek wedding? Yes. That sounds fun. I love Greek food. Cool, so everybody should definitely check out Kanara on Sunday, if you can. She has the best pantry that I've ever seen because it's this glass door with lighting behind it. I know I'm superficial, I'm sorry, but really it's gorgeous. It's amazing, so fun. You look like a troll that lives under the bridge. Like all warty everywhere. Dermatologist, I mean, they do good things, but yes. Yeah, Irish had something cut right out of his forehead, so it was like he had this like knife scar across his head for a while. It's a lot. Reese, I'm sure you like Alex. I totally get that. The instructors I like on Peloton for bike are, the RGP pantry is great. It's true watermelon. I'm gonna call you watermelon, I'm sorry. Walter Melon is hard. I'll do better. Reese, yes. Jen, you listen well. I told him to ride the bike. Yes, you did. Alex is really good. I like Allie Love, but my two favorites, and it's because they're like, all the emotional ones are Bradley Rose and Christine Derrickle. Like, that's legit therapy. You get on the bike and then they talk to you, and then at least me, I'm like crying. I'm like, yeah, okay, I needed to hear that. I'm like pedaling like and sweating. It's gross, but it's awesome, so. It's a magical place for sure. Yes, it's the portal to Fairyland, Kanara's Pantry. That is what it is. Watermelon's fine, thank you. It's your theme branding. I just trip over it. I'm sorry. Oh, I can do better. Okay, I can make cookies as well. This is great though, because that mystery thing needs time to chill, and so we're just gonna let it chill for a while. A while indeed. We will put in a tablespoon of, I don't need to scale the tablespoon. A tablespoon of powder and a teaspoon and a half of baking soda. And I don't know if I have a half teaspoon available because the saga continues of the missing half tablespoons. Actually, I have a half tablespoon measure, which is 1.5 teaspoons, so I can just cheat and do that. When it's 1.5, it's easy. When it's half, it gets tricky. Ooh, how did that was vaguely leaky. That's interesting. All right, boom. Salt, which I never measure. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for that one day. These are such nicely spiced cookies that you can put salt in and it's not gonna throw you off. There is that one cake, mug cake that I did that was so, like the salt just completely threw off the flavor. Also, I guess I didn't distribute it enough because it was only in certain bites, but every salty bite I was like, oh, I didn't expect that. It's the honey oat one, and so it's a very light, mild flavor, and the salt just threw me off. So I don't do that anymore. Ginger, cinnamon, and cloves, yeah. And I think this is the problem with my ginger. I can't put it in there. I haven't looked for ginger at Costco. They probably have it. I could probably buy a Costco container full of ginger and get away with it because of this recipe. And a few of the others that I use ground ginger for. So, all right, let's, of course it has lumps. 2 tablespoons and a little extra. If you don't like strong flavors, please never ever make these cookies. I love strong flavors. Lemon, ginger, any citrus. A strong, like grapefruit, yes. And 3.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, which is a tablespoon and a half teaspoon. Do I have one? I have one. Yes, fine. I could round it, I suppose, but these proportions work really well, so I haven't changed it. Yeah, good enough. And then half teaspoon of clove, just a tiny bit of clove. I don't know why. I really need to go examine why I find nutmeg a lot more offensive than clove, because they're quite strong and similar. Similar to me. Ah, that's it. Whisk. Time for the whisk. It's a very exciting proposition in this bowl. One of my 2 larger bowls, but still, this is a lot of dry. All right. Now for the wet. This is 12 tablespoons of butter, so 300 grams of brown sugar next. Brown sugar and molasses. Can't get any better than that for gingerbread anyway. Why are 2 grams? No grams. There we go. I will have to refill this soon, and it's always an interesting proposition because basically the brown sugar bag it was 25 pounds. It's probably, no, it wasn't. It was 50 pounds. Anyway, it's a brick now, and I have to chisel off bits to get the brown sugar to separate from the mother load and then get into this container. Clove is so strong, you bought a spice jar of whole cloves for making infused brandy over a decade ago, and I'm still slowly going through it. That's true. It is really, the whole clove is really nice to put into a dish though, because you literally need one, and it gives it a really clear flavor, the earthy flavor. I've not ever bought a whole nutmeg and grated it like you're supposed to when you use it for things like, what's the cheese sauce? You put it in bechamel. You put it in one of the cheese sauces. And, then in spice, like pumpkin pie spice and that kind of stuff, I just leave it out. I don't miss it. But I've never had fresh nutmeg. I've had fresh clove and fresh fake cinnamon. Like, I don't get the real one. I get the cassis one, like the cheap one. But they're good flavors that I like, and the other one's harder. Oh, hi. Daniel, hydrate. I'm not getting my alerts yet. They'll come through. Place your block of brown sugar in a microwave-safe bowl. It's too large to put in my microwave, but when it gets small enough, I will do these instructions. Wet a paper towel and squeeze. Lay the paper towel over the brown sugar, microwave in 20-second intervals. Oh, okay. Rehydrate it, as Daniel said. Hydrate. Yeah, it's a big bag. Costco. I couldn't help myself. It's right there, and I needed brown sugar, and I was like, well, this is brown sugar, and I need it. I just brought it home. Same with my powdered sugar, but it doesn't get too lumpy. Have you tried it? Watermelon, have you tried to a whole nutmeg before? You not, because I've never really had the opportunity, but I've never made the opportunity. Daniel, did you hear your clip whenever I shouted you out and it was screaming? It was very loud. I jumped too. All right, creaming the butter and the sugar. It smells too lemony. We will actually use a different spatula. You'd never notice, and this recipe calls for some lemon zest. I've never used it in there, and I've never wanted to find out what it would be like with it, because I like lemon and gingerbread so much that I think if I put them together, I might like them less. It's not a very sensible risk, is it? Or risk. I don't know what I was saying. Not necessarily a sensible concern, but that's my feelings. Thank you, Bacon. My friend Jen did the hair. She's in chat lurking, I think, while she's making her shepherd's pie. But she came over with all her product and put it in, so thank you. And so far, no blue hair in the food, which is great, because usually it's all back here for that and other reasons. Like mostly I just don't do my hair. You haven't done it yet, Walter. All right, cool. You didn't hear it? Is it really shepherd's pie? Jen's making it. I don't know. She's probably making a really good one. She's awesome. She like makes full dinners every night. I'm more of like, I mean, I've done dinners, but a lot of times it's like sandwiches and breakfast for dinner and like mac and cheese with nuggies for the other people, because I don't love mac and cheese or nuggies. But whatever. Jen is lurking. There she is. I make a paleo shepherd's pie with like turkey and cauliflower for the mashed potatoes, but I love it. I should make that again. We are gonna make the rouladen at some point. Flat spin, that was you, right? I did put flank steak on the list today, so it'll get done soon. I need whole pickles though, and German mustard, which is different than English mustard, I guess. Love English mustard. Bacon, Daniel, how you doing? DeBachelor, do you love shepherd's pie? Do you have big feelings on this? If everybody's lurking to make dinner too, that's fine. And or whatever else you might need to be doing. Oh, I did a workout with arms and pedaling. I feel the arms a little bit, feeling it. You have no idea, it might just be something you call shepherd's pie. Well, shepherd's pie is lamb. Oh. That's very particular. I did not know it was meant to only originally be lamb. I've used ground turkey and ground beef. No, then not at all. Oh, cottage pie, is that the alternative meat version? I see. Shepherd's because of the lamb, the sheep's flocks, yeah. That makes sense. Oof. There we go. I'm not gonna scrape it down yet. I'll put the eggs in. You did a really short stream, but you weren't feeling it today. I get that, Daniel. Smart to stop rather than draw the stream out and just not have the energy, but still be doing it. Right? What were you streaming? Did you play something horror related? I was gonna say horrible, but that's not what I meant. I meant horror related. Walter, the AB method for brown sugar, keeping granulated sugar on hand and add molasses. Yes, that probably would be, I mean, because I always have molasses because I want to make shortbread. Like I always want to, gingerbread, this one. Gingerbread, and so, yeah, I always try to have molasses. Now, if I could make molasses, that'd be killer. I made golden syrup the other day, so that was awesome. And so then I thought, could I make other stuff? But I haven't investigated what making molasses would take, because you're taking the dark stuff out of the sugar, brown sugar, to make the white stuff, right? The white sugar, so I don't know. All right, eggies are in. What else? My hands are still wet. Oh yeah, the molasses and the vanilla. Cottage beef, lamb is shepherd's. Noted, DeBachelor. Thank you for that. I had not noticed the distinction ever, so I will try to store that knowledge and use it whenever appropriate. Cottage pie. Good job, Jen. Uh-oh. Jen, Irish loves that crack cake that you make. Like the pineapple upside down plus cake. Resident Evil 4. Oh, yes, Daniel. Would not be watching that for very... You were playing that last night after you finished playing Apex Legends, right? I was lurking you. My headset also was making everybody sound like robots. I think it's because the wireless was being weird. It has a wireless dongle. All right, molasses. 100% crack cake. Most commercial brown sugar is molasses added back into white sugar anyway. Yes. Yes, Walter. I remembered that. But like, what is it before that? Before they get split out? That I don't know. I have not checked. Okay, vanilla and... See, and this is like the little dinky molasses that I can get. Like, it's the small ones. I don't like sulfured, so I always do unsulfured. But it would be nice to make a big batch and just use it for whatever. I guess you have to have buy the molasses, buy the white sugar, and then make the brown. You can't have one piece. It's true. It is true. You cannot have a piece of Jen's cake. You have to like keep coming back. All right. Oh gosh, it smells so good. 337 grams is a cup, according to my notes. How much is in a jar? 335 milliliters. Okay. Mils are not always grams. That is a thing. Density matters. Turbinado or raw? Yeah, the expensive stuff. Exactly. Is Demerara sugar that as well? Is that how you even say it? Oh, it smells so good. Or like treacle. Because I bought treacle to make treacle tart, but then I was like, can I just sub molasses? How close is it? Can you make treacle on your own? Since you can make golden syrup on your own from white sugar. So many questions, many sugar questions. And of course the thing is, I try not to eat a lot of sugar, but then I do this. So, and Demerara too. Yeah, are they all related? They're all basically the same thing. 4 teaspoons of vanilla, so I think I just do a tablespoon. Maybe I'll do the full 4. Yum. Oh, it smells so alcoholic. I am making my own vanilla as well. Hippie said it, and then Cookie Manor also said it, and so if they say it, I should absolutely do it. Irish was a little offended that I used a whole jug of vodka for the vanilla extract because it was a whole thing of alcohol. We could have had a drink of it, but no longer. All right, I'll put the extra teaspoon in. I mean, if I didn't cross it out and make a note, it's probably because I liked it the way it was. Demerara is raw. Turbinado is lightly refined. Good to know these things. This is interesting stuff. Vanilla does not go over by the sink. Just the spoon. All right, so wet and dry, yeah? Yeah. The funny thing is I make these huge batches and then I bake it off slowly, so I don't actually make this dough that often. I do tend to do a double batch of the chocolate chip cookies and the gingerbread cookies, and then just take them out whenever I need. If it's a high cookie season, like the time between Thanksgiving and Christmas, I'll go through it faster. But especially hot summer, nobody wants like a fresh hot cookie. It's too hot. Boy, our roommate had the same idea, so dishes were 80% done when you got out there. Hey, welcome back. Awesome. It smells really good in here. Smell-o-vision should be a thing. Actually, it shouldn't, because as soon as somebody hacked it, it would get bad. Like you think they'd start off with farts, you know, but then they go to like rotten fish and that smell they put in natural gas, like that's based off of rotting bones. And then people would just make their own horrible mixes and you'd be so sad. I would be so sad. All right, let's leave that for go off the spatula. It's not working. Right. And we'll put our dry in. Except I have to mix that bit in because everything needs the spices and molasses in it. Yeah, I do usually fridge this one first as well. So we'll fridge this and get out the other one, the mystery. Did I leave notes? I did leave notes to bake the mystery one at 390 for 10 minutes, which legit means it is a British recipe that I converted from Celsius. What British recipe would I have converted with lemon in it and put on a sticky note and not recalled? Ah, it's gonna be scones. It's gotta be scones. No, it's not, because you cut butter into it. The mystery. Oh, the natural gas smell? Yeah, Jen, it is. As far as I know, I was told that. I took a class about natural gas when I worked for the oil company that I worked for because I was doing something for some, I don't know. I got a lot of education on oil and gas, even though I was in IT, because everybody figured like you should know the industry you're in as well as the one you're working in, and so I picked up a lot of interesting tidbits. The other thing you don't buy as much anymore but making you need is powdered sugar. Every time you buy confectioners, it always takes you ages to finish it. I go through a lot of confectioners, but I do make a lot of frosting. I have a 50-pound bag of that too. We're down to 25 pounds probably, but I could do that. The thing is I don't have a big food processor, and I would need a big food processor to make powdered sugar because you just whiz up the white sugar until it's 10x, right? 10 times as fine according to the bag of the powdered sugar confectioners. Jen, yes, barf face, exactly. All right. Basically, I have, and Hippie would know, I'm sure, heard that sometimes they put cornstarch in powdered sugar as well. So that would definitely be something to do on my own if I were going to try to eliminate cornstarch. Which I'm not at the moment, but I could. I eliminated corn syrup very easily. And I go back through some of my recipes that I used to have and I'm like, oh, corn syrup out, corn syrup out. And it's not, I'm not being like self-righteous about, oh, it's terrible for you. I just don't like it, and there's so many other things I can sub for that I have that are easy, so I just don't use it. But if I had a reason to avoid it, like baking for somebody who needed to not have any corn, I would also know how to do that. So added benefit. All right, I have to scrape the bottom really well because this recipe is so big it's easy to get like that layer of unmixed molasses stuff at the bottom. But we'll put in the rest of it. This will be the last big stir. If I used a machine, it would be easier and faster. However, I just really like this part. Same with kneading the dough by hand. Like this is nice to me. This is part of why this is soothing and part of my stress relief. Other than that part where I got stuff all over the counter. I do it all the time, don't worry. It'll be fine. We use the Vitamix a lot. Oh yeah, they do it as anti-caking, yeah. Do I do any sous vide? I do not. I don't have one. My brother-in-law has one, and he's made like sous vide steak, which is really amazing. You still have to sear it and stuff. I mean, nobody wants like a soggy steak. But I haven't found anything that truly necessitates it yet, but if I found something, I might do the cheap method for it. You can buy very expensive sous vide setups too, yeah? I researched it when my sister asked me if I knew anything about it because she was going to get him one, and then I researched it and sent her all my research, and then he ended up picking a different one that he liked, which is fine. But I only learned it because of that, not because I ever had an intention to use it. Sous vide steak, chicken, pork chops, yum. Mystery recipe cuts in butter like a short crust pastry. It does not. But my scone recipe does. So for a while, Walter, I was thinking it was a scone recipe, but now I'm thinking, don't I cut in butter to my scones? And I feel like I do the pastry mix with the 2 knives. That's how my mom always did it, with 2 butter knives. So, but it doesn't have an egg in it. And if it were my lemon sugar cookie, it would have an egg in it. So we just have to bake it to find out. But it's also a nice hot bake, but it's 390 for 10 minutes. So it's also it's not 7 millimeters thick, it's 6, because I don't have a roller for 7. It also says cut out. It also says brush with topping, but I don't have the topping recipe on the sticky note. Oh, I'm supposed to fridge it, cut it, fridge it, brush it, then bake it. That's the sequence. Okay, well, as soon as we get this in the fridge, I probably shouldn't have preheated the oven. Oh, darn it, we'll leave this. There's a little more stirring to be done. Let's see what this is all about. It does mean I need to clean off my cookie sheet too, which is waiting. All right. Ooh, let's finish the Gatorade while we do that. Bobbit of baking. Look, anybody who knows how to bake anything, chip in. What do you think this is? What are we doing here? Cut out. Cut out. I'm just going to use a biscuit cutter then. I'm going to use the medium one. I don't know if it spreads. It's certainly not too sticky, which eliminates some of the doughs I have because they are so stinking sticky. I was about to say freaking. I try not to. As I tell the child, if I'm going to say that, I'm just going to say the real word. So anyway, it's not sticky enough that it's one of the doughs where it has to be frozen and cut and frozen and then baked. I don't know what it is. How did you incorporate this butter for the recipe? Softened and creamed with the sugar. So pretty standard for a cookie. What would I mean, I made everything out of lemon the last couple weeks because I got the 5-pound bag at Costco, which started the whole lemon journey again, as it does. It does sound like a cookie. It does, but it's a thick cookie. 7 mils, you know, so, which I'm not mad at, but I mean, I make lemon shortbread this size, and this is definitely not shortbread. Unless somebody gave me a shortbread recipe with an egg in it and I said I'd try it. This is the problem with my whole absent-minded professor thing, is I should really know, because I wrote that note to myself, for myself, at some point in the recent past. And yet, here we are. All right, so the sheet's full, and I can re-roll this, but not now because my rollers switched to the gingerbread, so I'm gonna fridge this again while we, gosh, will it fit? Ooh, I can wedge it up above the box of kombucha. I'm glad I didn't take that out after all. Right, I'll fridge this too. Deal with it later. Shortbread requires cutting the butter in. I don't do that for my shortbread. I just do butter, egg, and flour, and I cream it. I soften and cream it. So, which occasionally has given me a texture much more like a sablé than a full-on shortbread. So there is that. I always call it Scottish shortbread because that's how my mom learned how to bake it in Scotland. So to me, that's an okay thing, but I recognize other places do it differently. So yeah, I never have that way. I've always done it softened and creamed. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Is it hot yet? Oh no. When it sings to me, I will. Actually, I'm going to finish this first. As Irish would say, I have squirrel moments where I just get distracted. Name the movie that's from. Y'all probably know. It's a Pixar movie. This is where the mixer would come in handy because this is hard, but at the same time, my hand mixer would not handle it because it's very stiff. My poor hand mixer, I've put it through a lot. My KitchenAid, I haven't put through so much. Did I really cut my finger? And it's gonna bleed a little, that's fine. I don't pull out the KitchenAid because I don't usually make big batches like this. It would have been perfect for this. But it's also loud, and on stream I'm kind of like, do I really wanna, there are some recipes that I'm not making because it's like, and then mix in a stand mixer for 15 minutes. Y'all, are we gonna talk for 15 minutes with this thing going behind us? Maybe. We could. I'll try it sometime. Yes, it is from Up, exactly. I love that. I love that all the dogs are like, squirrel. They all do it. Very much so. Ah, there she goes, singing to us. Ooh, always fun. My sweet friend, Jen, her daughter was over dropping cookie crumbs all over my kitchen. And then one of our other friends, Lindsay, was over stepping on the cookie crumbs because she didn't see them because it's hard to see little white crumbs on my white tile. But they were both offering to clean the kitchen, and I explained very clearly how, no, it's basically a mess all the time because of me, and I would clean it. So I cleaned up the counters like I always do before stream, but my floors by the end of a stream week are, I do pick up any big things, but a lot of times after 4 days of baking, there's a little bit of everything. Sweep it and mop it and, take care of it, and then do it all again the next week. So it's all right. So it's needed a soundproof booth for the stand mixer for yes, a super niche product that I'd be like, but if they send me a check for this much, I could get it, and it could have it would have its own lighting. Watch the mixer. I'll put it in the mixer cabinet. Be fantastic. All right, we are going to chill and freeze one right away because we're not using all of this at all by far. I'm with you, Walter. Get on that. Pitch that on Shark Tank. My people love Shark Tank. I like hearing about new products, and I don't like people being sarcastic and snotty. So a lot of the judges are sometimes, so I'm just like, it makes me uncomfortable. Conflict makes me uncomfortable. And yet I volunteer to do stuff that involves conflict because I hate watching people, well, by people I mean my relatives, just get stuck in these fights and not be able to see a way out of it, We are not nearly a family that's, like that. But there are some things that come up and I'm just like, can we not decide? Can we not figure this out so that everybody can be okay? So of course I jump in and try and help. And sit in uncomfortable situations while grown-ups are rude and sarcastic to each other. A camera mount, oh yes. Yes, Walter, yes, you've got it. And then you have different, so I have a KitchenAid, so you need to make sure that it's it's got programmable, oh, do you have the KitchenAid this? Do you have the little one? Do you, have a fancy one? Yes. Yes. And it has to have the lights have to be compatible with Stream Deck so that we can just push a button and get the mixer lighting all right. It'd be fabulous. Ruffles, hello. There isn't a middle ground. Yes, true. Hey, the cookies, the version 3 Fruit Loops got delivered to your parents' house today, according to my watch that showed me my text from UPS. So if they say they didn't receive them, then you know that they opened them up and ate them all up. They're not very Fruit Loopy. They're mostly brown sugary. So, but you should have gotten those. And then I get to send Nanny some gingerbread because she's never had it. So I'll be sending another package up that way soon. Never had gingerbread. How can you live? How are you, Ruffles? You doing okay today? Last night, weren't you saying you had a headache or something in Daniel's stream? I know you had to go. Anyway, if that's the case, hope you're feeling better. That's a nice gingerbread. It's like spanking a little baby's bum. Which I don't do that much, don't worry. Oh gosh, I do have a lot of stuff in here. What do I have in here? Oh yes, lemon Milanese. Oh my gosh. I bet that's what we're making. I have dog cookies. Yeah, lots of dog cookies. Once again, me without the labeling. I know what those are, but I should label. Okay. This is the problem with my freezer. I get in there and I'm like, just working late. So check it out. This dough is labeled lemon Milanese, $3.90 for 10 minutes, which is exactly what our sticky note says. So I think, and that makes sense because I got the, what is this? Oh my gosh. I got the recipe from Kaya, and she is in Switzerland, and that would use Celsius. I bet that's exactly what we're making. Okay, so we might have a lot more cookies. This is frosting. I'm putting this back. But then we're gonna look through all the freezer food I have. Oh, those are, what are these? Kolache dough. I need to use those up. All right, I have a few chocolate chip cookies. This appears to be the last of the gingerbread. You gotta make a call. Absolutely, Ruffles, no worries. The last of the gingerbread from the last batch. I had just enough to put into a little square, but not enough to really bake off. I guess I could have done it by itself. That is okay. We have honey nut Cheerio dough. We have lemon Milanese dough. I'm gonna check the texture. Let me bake these and see if they are indeed what these might be. All right, so in we go for 10 minutes, and I don't have a mute and I don't have a Stream Deck timer, so I have to say, Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. Why did she not? Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Thank you. Shady robot. Okay, so this is what I rolled out, and this is what's in the freezer. Oh, I made these last time. Wow. So many cookie doughs, I know. Did I find what was in the fridge that I didn't like? Yes, Daniel, thank you. I had part of a rancid chicken breast, raw chicken breast in there. Hi.
I just walked out and heard rancid chicken breast. Are we having rancid chicken breast?
We are not. I threw it out, but that's why the kitchen smelled bad this morning, is because I found it in the fridge last night, which is why the fridge smelled bad on stream. And oh, I put a red in there to cool. Okay. Yes. She went on strike, right? Skynet has begun. The rise of the machines. I can't. It doesn't work.
Your Stream Deck doesn't?
It doesn't work. So I updated OBS and then it said...
Yeah, I can show you how to do that.
No, but it worked yesterday after I updated it. Oh, they updated it again today because everything broke. Well, it didn't say it broke, but everything is broken. So I can just turn this off for a sec. Oh, salmon and rice. You starving?
Actually, we do it all the time.
Uh-huh. Absolutely.
Yes.
I know. The working out requires the proteins. I know. Okay. We will end stream in an hour no matter what. But we got this. We have plenty of time. I can make salmon and yeah, I can. That's true. I will start dinner in an hour so that I can have it. Actually, I'll start dinner in 45 minutes so we can have it on time for sure. And if we're accompanied by our Twitch friends, then that's all the better. See how helpless I am without a Stream Deck, though? I just didn't know they updated again. I only realized it after I started the stream. But I could have fixed it if I knew they updated it. I just didn't think they updated it. It's not broken, but you can have it if you need it. A Peloton stream. Oh, that'd be... Who wants to see a Peloton stream? I was thinking about that earlier.
I want to see like a 51-year-old man on a freaking Peloton shredding it.
There you go.
For inspiration.
Yes. I would sub. Hello, Bacon. How are you?
Stream. Yeah, Reese, I've like thought about ways to do it.
You are Peloton bros.
It's probably not. You couldn't save the VOD. You probably couldn't stream the whole screen.
Yeah.
So I have to do some research. I would do it very pro Peloton. I mean, obviously, I'm fucking even wearing the shirt today. But...
I was thinking about that because there's the fitness category. Because who's the food and drink guy who also does the fitness stuff? I will remember his name in a few minutes. But yeah, I mean, plenty of people do that kind of thing, so it'd be cool. You always thought about doing it? IRL gym streams? That would be cool. That would be super cool, Reese. Yes.
I think that would get an audience. And it would be like mutually motivated.
Mutually motivated. Yeah, I was thinking that it would be. Do the Peloton stream, Daniel says. I mean, I was riding today. I almost never ride. I do all the other stuff. I saw, actually Megan was doing yoga with Ross while I was riding today. But when I do ride, I love the same vibe that I get with y'all, except they're like recorded and just talking to nobody, but I get the interaction still. It would be fun. It'd be cool to be like, let's do it, let's go, you know, all the things. I could see it. So, okay, so I need to put the words lemon mayonnaise on here. And if I'm wrong, I'll cross it out, but I'm almost certain. And thank God I labeled that dough, because I didn't label any other silly thing in my freezer, which I need to do now. You are party to crimes against my freezer on the stream, you guys. Okay, so this is galette. Is it even gonna work? No. Right, we do this the proper way. Unlike most of the things I do around here. I should think about it too. You have the wholesome feel that everyone is, ah, thank you. I mean, yeah. I just breathe really loud and I hate that. And I hate listening to myself and other people breathe loud. I mean, I would totally go and try to help inspire people to work out. This is galette dough. And it was from last week, so we'll say it was the 4th-ish. I also don't know, would anybody watch a Peloton? Like, anybody who didn't have a Peloton watch it, but I guess maybe y'all are saying they would. Megan could do the yoga stuff. She's good. She's doing so Ross Rayburn is one of the instructors, and I recommended her to him because I really love his functional approach and like all the knowledge he has. He's like total nerd. Attaboy, thank you. How are you? I heard that you gifted the new farming game to Irish, and he was playing. Like, he literally spent weeks driving that tractor in the 19 version. Like, I was like, what are you doing? He's like, driving my tractor. And I'm like, okay. For weeks. He loved it. Planting. I heard that comment. You should be planting your fields. Okay, let's investigate. What is this dough? I will bake this other gingerbread on stream too. There's a huge market in the fitness section of Twitch. Really? Let's go fill that niche. Look, and I can bake, and then we can work all the calories off. I can work out and then be like, and I get 300 more calories because check it out. Planting food in your tum-tum for the win. Absolutely. All right, y'all, what is this? It's a rolled dough. This is, I knew better. I knew better than to throw things in my freezer without labeling them. So confident that I would remember what they are. Ah, this is from yesterday. No, it's not. Did we bake all that from yesterday? Y'all, I can't remember yesterday. Is this the fruit? It is. It is the fruit. I see the holes. Okay. Oh no, it's Fruit Loops version 3. That's okay. I feel better, slightly better about myself and all this dough. So this is Fruit Loops version 3, which Ruffles' parents received today, which turned out to be a essentially nice brown sugar cookie that really didn't have a lot of the fruit flavor because I was using the toothpick on the oils, which did not really work. And so that was also last week. So we'll say September 4 again. Okay, so that's really a brown. I'm gonna make a note because I'm like, I'll remember. Reese, you gonna work us up a plan for Peloton, see how we can do it? That's gone. They were awesome. Thank you, Daniel. I liked them. I thought they were really good. That texture was so good. Do you grind up Honey Nut Cheerios for the dough? No, sorry, Walter. That's common misconception, kind of like coffee cake, which does not have coffee in it. The Alexa, stop. The cereal cookies that I'm doing, I'm trying to emulate the flavors and some of the textures, but in an actual cookie dough. So this started off as a honey gingerbread. I took the ginger out, ground up. These are almonds in here, and tried to balance the flavors, roll it super thin, bake it real hot so that it's super crispy. And that was actually one of my proudest successes with the cookies. So yes, I know. And a lot of people, if I say cereal, they think like Rice Krispie treats only with other cereal. And that was not the intention. The intention that I just made up one day in my brain was to make cookies that tasted like the cereals. And so Honey Nut Cheerios I thought was like honey and nuts, not too hard. And then Fruit Loops I thought would be, they're my favorite cereal if I were to eat cereals dry by the handful, because they're like candy, like fruity candy. So that was my rationale. Long story short, but I should, you know, maybe I'll make channel points. Why am I writing it on that? I have sticky notes somewhere. Okay, how much this bakes at 375. All right, we baked our Milanese, solved the mystery. I could have just looked in the in the freezer. I'll make a channel point reward for to send cereal cookies. That way I'll have that dough. And these cookies, the dough lasts, it hopefully doesn't sound gross. I mean, this is I wrap it and I bag it, and it lasts for months in the freezer and comes out just very good after a good long time. So that's nice because they're kind of on demand. All right, so let's put all these frozen things away. Along with that gingerbread that we will save for later, and we'll roll out some of this. Let me get these Milanese off to cool. Now, I do remember making these and saying they were kind of chewy, now that I know what they are, and that they would be good thinner, which I think was where my 7mm comment came in. But on these, I actually have some lemon glaze that I made for the lemon cupcakes I made. And so I think I'll make these into really big lemon sandwich cookies with that glaze. And I love lemon to death, so I will probably eat them. I'll try one on stream. I forgot. That's a thing that I do. So we'll see how they are. They are a little bit cakey, actually. It is a nice sugar cookie, Walter. It is. Yeah, because the egg would make it do different things, so that's nice. You're playing with Christina Tosi's cereal milk. Yes, turned it into a whipped cream for a fresh peach pie topping. That sounds nice. She is famous for her cereal milk, and when I thought of the breakfast cereal cookies, I was thinking of like, oh, she did that, and everybody like loved it, and she's become like super famous for this, you know, one flavor thing. What an interesting, you know, thing to happen, because it seems pretty simple. And then I realized that when I started talking about cereal cookies, it would be confusing, which it is, because they're meant to look and taste like the cookie without, or the cereal without having the cereal in it. So I could just grind up Fruit Loops, but I'm very DIY, so I like to be able to manage the flavors on my own. So yeah, this is nice. I would definitely do with, it's dry, so it would definitely do with the glaze or the frosting in the middle as a nicer treat. So good, I'll put this over here. I'm just gonna wipe off the Silpat with a paper towel. Should not mess with the gingerbread at all. What question, Ada? What question do you have? Like, you're like, ooh, ooh. Yes, you may go to the bathroom. I feel like I'd be a real good teacher in that regard. All right, so this is actually freezer dough, but we'll use it this time because we're baking gingerbread, so here we go. Is this little pat hot? Does any of this have bacon? Not yet. It should though, right? Oh, it's slapping itself. All right. And yes, normally this would be fridged, by the way. But I'm gonna go ahead and just make some, bake it off, and then freeze the rest. It'll be okay. This one and the chocolate chip cookie dough, both, are much better fridged. They have a different texture when they have been fridged before they have been baked. So that's okay. This one always cracks anyway, and so it will crack more because it hasn't been fridged. Bacon. We got the bacons going. Intravenous bacon was here, and then don't we have tattooed bacon was here as well? Yes. We have a couple of bacons, a couple of ninjas. Life is good. All right, that one's gonna. The frozen part I thought might integrate nicely, but it's still pretty frozen. We'll squish it. I don't do a lot with bacon other than just like eat it. And even then, I don't get it very often because, as was mentioned, it's not the best for my health. Keto didn't do any favors for my cholesterol. So I just don't have it as much, but I do love it. Bacon flavored things are awful. A lot of times, yes. So if I were to make something bacon flavored, it would be because it has bacon in it. And I could do that. So it's cold, or it should be cold rather, and it's not. So it's much stickier, which means I might not be able to lift it and move it with keeping it shape. I don't have a mute, sorry. Excuse me. It's okay. Only my kid and I are gonna eat these. So coughing in my hand doesn't have any detrimental effect. Probably. We'll see. We'll all have COVID again together. Be great. So I'm only gonna bake a few of these off, and I will pry the rest of the dough out. See if I can maintain the owl ears, because they always are the bendy bits. Yeah, no, it's just super sticky. That's why you fridge it, folks. Walter agrees. Yeah. Well, banana is the same. I love banana bread, but please don't put banana flavoring in anything. Banana flavoring should not exist. Use a banana, honestly. Now, of course, all the fruit flavors except the lemon and the orange in my Fruit Loops cookies are 100% fake. Absolutely artificial. However, that's because I was trying to make a Fruit Loop flavor. Of course they're artificial. What if I wanted to make like a good fruit salad? I don't know. Who wants a fruit salad cookie? Does anybody, would that be a thing? It would not be a thing I would go to, for instance. I wouldn't be like, oh, I have to try that. You're like, do you have anything else? Anything spicy, anything citrusy. Fruit salad has like pears. They're very mild. I love pears, but as fruit. Maple flavored smoked bacon. Yes. I also don't do maple a lot. I use golden syrup and honey, but I don't love maple's flavor. Like, it's just not a thing for me. And I know that's weird, but I would try, maple bacon is good as its own entity. So I could totally do something with that. The question is, what should it be? You watch cupcake shows, a lot of times they do a maple bacon cupcake. I guess you could do it as a cookie though. I do a lot of cookies. We sculpting now. I wish I could be good at that, Daniel. I'm just getting, the dough's too sticky. I didn't cool it. It needs to be chilled, and I didn't, because I'm just gonna bake these off. Just a few of them, but it does necessitate scraping the dough. I love it. Yes, this is an offset spatula in cooking, but it's got another name in sculpting, right? Or in artistry. So, or maybe they are all offset spatulas. I don't know. But you take it from one thing. I stole the pipette from the science kit to use yesterday on my oils for my flavors. So art is science, science is art, maybe? It probably doesn't work both ways, does it? Science is art, art is not science. Hello, Ruffles, welcome home. You make your call on your drive home. Don't drive and talk, but I do it too, so. When I worked for the oil company, it was a rule to never do that, so I followed that rule. It was kind of nice. I'd be like, oh, when I'm driving, I don't even have to answer my phone. But in general, it can be scary. All right, these owls are gonna puff into each other. I don't even care. I will love them nonetheless. And so we will have to set our timer. Apologies for the lack of mute. Alexa, set a timer for 8 minutes.
8 minutes, starting now.
All right. So, while that's cooking, I have time to tidy up a little. Oh, you have hands-free? Talking is fine, texting is what everyone's worried about, I suppose so. But most people I see doing stupid things are talking hands-free on their phone in the car. Maybe they're just that person who does stupid things in their car. Anyway, I don't know. All right, let's see if we can get this on here and label it, even though you'd think I would know that this one is the gingerbread because there's no other dough I make of this color. And you smell the molasses and it's so good. You know how I got that sticky note out to write things on? I will need another sticky note. actually, so we'll use this one. So when John came in, as the first one today, he asked if the mystery was the Jamaica cake. I do need to redo that because I considered it an extremely delicious failure. But then we need a DIY treacle, molasses. I will report back if no such thing is possible, and then we'll try and do it anyway, but I don't know how. So, and then we're gonna do a, I just had it and I lost it. Sea Films yesterday got pandas set up. What pandas? What pandas? DIY treacle. What was the other thing I was gonna write on here? Darn. Oh, Python. Oh, okay. I don't know much about. I mean, I've done a few things in Python, but very minimal. Cool. So what are you gonna do with it? I was talking about you yesterday. Mostly about SQL and how you were doing stuff with it, which is really cool. All right. We're gonna tuck the baby in to a burrito. And I will get its sibling out of the freezer and we will label it because we need to be that kind of person because we end up with shenanigans otherwise.
Cookies!
Cookies! Plasmin. Do you want the cookies too? I'll send you cookies. Gingerbread. You added more stats to your website using people. Nice. See, Irish knows more than I do now. He's stuck with more of it and I have not at all. Cookies have arrived and been tested and liked. Very good, Ruffles. I'm so glad to hear that. They're not Fruit Loopy though. Like that, they're technically a failure. All right. Gingerbread dough in the freezer. You hate computers flat spin? Well, yeah. But guess what? You got a job. You gotta do them. Okay, so stuff's gonna go in the sink, stuff's gonna go in the pantry, and then the Instant Pot's gonna come out because we're gonna start rice and salmon. Eventually I will get everything in here. Takes a little bit of finagling. And eventually I remember the other thing I wanted to write on that sticky note. Maybe it was Peloton stuff. I'll put it on there. The consumers assume all responsibility. I should send a waiver out with each box of cookies. You may not hold lists reliable. That's true though. Liable. Oh my gosh. Broke my brain. Lots and lots of things. I just keep looking at my pantry and seeing other things I think I should make. Y'all would come along with me, right? You're in too deep, so back out now. We'll make some cool stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is stuck. There we go. Unstuck. Yay. Okay. Sink. Those go away. This is right here. Probably should go. Oh, Sea Films, please. I meant to ask everybody who does stream to please shout yourselves out, and then I always forget, and then I try to do better, and then I don't. So please feel free. I would appreciate it if you did. For you, not for me, but because I want you to feel like you can, and you should. All right, we're sticking that one back up there. Eventually I will remember what is going on, but all right, putting those away, putting these away. So pretty. And the zester lid, and then this poor lemon that's gonna go back in the fridge with half of its skin missing. But that does mean I can get out the salmon. Yum. What about addictions? Did I say that? There we go. Thank you, C Films. Playing software and game development. Thinking about doing a special stream tomorrow. What would be special about it? Like, of course it's going to be special, but what if the cookies are habit forming? I make no claims. They may be, but in the interests of, I don't know. Would it be wrong to get everybody addicted to the cookies? Then I'd be like, right, $5. Actually, it would be you cover shipping. You'll pay, yeah. Wait, when does the eye twitch start, Ruffles? I don't want to be responsible for that. You're celebrating something. Oh, good, C Films. That's awesome. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. All right, more stuff to go in the sink. Ooh, that burner has like egg on it. That would have set off the fire detector fairly quickly. Always fun. All right, hey, so we're going to, once the cookies come out, hello Densetsu, how are you? Good to see you. That's salmon. And an Instant Pot lid. In a week, probably. All right, let me clean this off. So I am baking the gingerbread. I will bring it out. I will test it on stream as usual. And then we will go raid and I will finish dinner. So we're probably gonna, the salmon smells a little shady. It's fresh. Alexa, stop. So we are going to pop over and raid somebody else, probably Hippie. Ah, but look at my snuggly owls. We're done with that. A cooling rack. I have 3. Oh, yes, I know where they are. So here are our owls. You have a crock pot recipe for chicken you might like? Oh yes, thanks Ruffles. You have a tweet scheduled for the holiday tomorrow. Oh, cool, C Films, very cool. I can't do Twitter anymore. Haven't for a while. But C Films is planning something interesting, so follow and see what it is tomorrow if you're interested in software development and stuff. Or a different category, I suppose. That's the thing, right? All right, so our owls were not too, they were quite snuggly with each other, but not crazy. You can still see that they're fat little owls now. You would love to make gingerbreads? You could make them. My recipe is literally called the most wonderful gingerbread cookies. It literally is printed off the internet, so you may go get it for yourself and make these and they will be amazing, I promise you. These are the puffy ones. If you like the thin crunchy ones, don't do this. Follow but no promises on attendance, yeah. Oh, that's right, movie and TVs because you're making the film database with SQL. Exactly. Yes, Dan, I am gonna raid, you want them chewy? These are super, so they're crispy on the edges and chewy in the middle, and if you leave them a while, they will get crispier, but then, as my neighbor found, because we're in Houston, and I would make them for her, and just, every so often, she left some in her car on a summer day, and she said, oh, they steamed right back up, and then they were soft and chewy again. So, that was quite funny. But it can be done, is what that means. Hang on, I'm looking for my offset, because I threw it in here. And now I want it to pry these guys off because for some reason these are the stickiest. Well, I'm probably molasses. They are the stickiest, and if I don't use the spatula to get them off of the sill pat even, they will leave pieces behind. So it does need this, but they're really soft right now on the bottom. Like they're really good. So yes, here we go. They're also very hot, which is fine. So I will eat this one. Which one did I say? This one. That's what happens if you're not conforming to the standards of the cookie cutter as I eat you first. Sorry, Owl. Also, Momo loves these, so it's nice because she and I will split one or have a couple, and they're fantastic. Oh, Daniel, sorry, I didn't see that comment. Addict everybody and then cut them off. Because I'll go to jail for peddling addictive cookies. Jen, I think you would like these. Around the edges, you get the crunch, and then everything else is super soft. They look like mini coffins. They do, don't they? If I didn't tell you they were owls, I've sometimes piped on like little faces. I tried once to pipe on feathers. It was a pain. Cookie Manor could do it. I wasn't so good. But with this recipe, what I've done sometimes is the like plain American buttercream vanilla frosting and made a sandwich cookie, and they're just stupid good. They remind me of the ones that Great American Cookie Company had, like that frosting filling, but these are so thick and they have so much flavor that they're just ridiculous. Like good mini coffins. Thank you. Generally not a Halloween theme as much as a fall theme, but they are hard to tell. But this dough does puff a lot, so we know they're owls. But only because we have insider information. All right, let me make sure Hippie's on. And we'll just all head over there. Anybody who wants to stay for that? They're sticky, but yummy. Whoop, I didn't want creator dashboard. Walter, yeah. Oh, wow. That's so funny. Den and Walter, you're both the same color and you're right below each other. So I probably called you by the wrong name because I was not paying enough attention. Okay, Hippie is streaming. I'm going to rate him. However, if you don't want to come watch Hippie, please consider watching Rexy Megan. I'm going to shout her out right now. She's amazing. And did I spell it wrong? Oh, it's because I forgot the actual shout out command. Yes. So great. Boro, the mystery turned out to be lemon Milanese cookies that Kaya sent me the recipe for.
I do have a bladder. I am human. I am a human.
No, all good, all good. Yeah, we're gonna Hippie raid. If you don't want to come watch Hippie, please consider watching Megan. We would definitely have raided her if Hippie hadn't been on, but I do like a Wednesday raid over to his place. So I'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully. Wow, OBS just disappeared for a minute and freaked me out. Do you like them, Walter? You like the Milanese? I'm gonna put lemon glaze on them, between them, and make sandwich cookies, so. All right, I will see y'all tomorrow. You know, God willing, the Comcast works and everything else. But otherwise, have an awesome time. Come see Hippie, hang out with Megan, go do your own thing, whatever. But I'm so glad you are here, and I will look forward to seeing as many of you as possible tomorrow. So, good night, and we will raid. And I don't have a stream deck to push my button. Oh my gosh. Anyway, bye y'all. Oh,